Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P4, Thinking Right, out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. Today, we got a little somber lesson, but still a lesson. Let's go. Writers in 25 will live by storytelling, story with a message, message in the story for life. Again, life lessons. You tuning in and receiving them. I'm gonna keep giving them to you. Hope you enjoy it. Let's go. Right Thinker's mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission for all right thinkers to do just that, know themselves. In that process, you right thinkers have to answer for yourself this question: know thyself. Do you really know who you are? Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is my favorite. It's simple. You can teach them. I got you. That's why I do what I do. It's for you. A person who knows not and believe that they know, you know I feel about them, they're dangerous. Avoid them. A person who knows, but knows not that they know, is asleep. I can awaken them spiritually with what? Knowledge of self. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. That's what I do. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons they reside in you one way or another. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my out be true. I said today is going to be a somber lesson because I lost a dear friend, and in life that happens. But when the person is respected, there's a phrase we use on the sonic order. If you live respected, your death will be regretted. That means people will miss you when you're gone. I miss you. This is for you. The title is called When Death Knocks on Your Door. And just as sure as you have a door to your life, he's going to come knocking sooner or later. We don't know the time or the hour, but we know it's coming. And to fear that is ludicrous. Let me break it down for you. Hope I can lighten this thing up for you so you get clarity and understanding about death. You shouldn't fear it. You understand it. And if you get enlightened, it's a new birth into the next life. This isn't the only ticket. Understand that. Let's go. We all master the art of living. Yeah, it's not hard, but facing death. Dun, 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 dun. With knowledge of self in life, self mastery of right thinking philosophy, you will still be able to stand firm and be on your best behavior when death comes knocking at the door. If you're an enlightened being, when that death knock comes, you're gonna go open it. Grim Reaper, let's go. That's not having fear of going to the next level in life. But if you're unenlightened, if you're ignorant of that concept or spiritually ignorant, you will be scared to death. I watched my old man squirm, worm, and it's not a good place to be. So I didn't know that then, but I learned a few things, and trust me, that won't be my fate. And for all my right things, I don't want that for no one. Trust me. Get understanding, get knowledge of self, know who you are. So when it's time to answer that door, you will do it respectfully and in pride. Most people go out with their head up, their chest out. Why? Because they lived a good life. When you do that, that's what it's about. You can't do wrong the whole life and pull a "I'm sorry" out of your butt and think that's going to get you in. Sorry about that. Get back to the lesson. But yeah, death is going to come to us all. Understand that. Now, emotions are good. Again, I told you, they're good servants, but they're bad leaders. Trust me. When you hit the morning state, we tend to lose rationale. We tend to lose our faculties, intelligence. We just get stupid. If you lose a loved one, I've lost a loved one. Didn't know how at that time, but I think I did a good job. When it's time for moms or anybody else, I'm going to deal with it real classy. Why? I know better now. I understand. I'm not ignorant, so my emotions will take me. Ain't happening. Okay, please understand that. If you fear death, and a lot of people do wrong. You are not a right thinker. I'm going to teach you and try to get the point across to you. Don't fear the inevitable. Live. Right. And when the inevitable happens, you'll be ready. That's the key. That's the point. I saw the fear of the inevitable in my dad's eyes. It wasn't a good look. But he got karma. When karma comes, like the FBI, when they come to you, they're going to tell you what you did. They're not going to ask you. Karma is bringing you your baggage. She's the bellhop in life. When it's judgment time and hellhounds are chopping and lights are getting dim and you figure it's almost over for you, so you want to make amends, you want to, all that don't mean nothing. Don't waste your breath. It never works. And they know that. They understand that. Everybody do the same thing. Okay? Back in my day, the tough guy, when it was time to meet his maker, every one of them cried. Every one of them broke and buckled. Okay? So it ain't about being tough at that point. Because what? Ain't nobody tough at that point if you're ignorant. If you tough now, that's cool. When it's your time to dance, everybody get a little cold feet. That's what I'm saying. But with knowledge of self and understanding conceptually and mentally and become God conscious, you won't worry about that, okay? You know it's part of life. Next one is, sorry, I took a lot of time up for that one, but I want to drive that point home. Don't fear the inevitable. We live in a dualistic world. Opposites, good, bad, birth, death. Hello? Maya, he did that for a reason. Now, my studies of Egyptian yoga for over 30 years tells me death is a birth to the afterlife because you can't get there in this body. And the spirit is dying to get home. Why? Because it's been around a long time. And obviously, if you do the right thing, it's going home. Another lesson there. But my point is, we have males, females, night, day, birth, death. They're synonymous. They don't play that game. Everything is cool until it comes to that. It don't change. The rules of law and nature don't change when they make it personal. It don't care because it's you. The world don't care about you and your feelings. If you can't mentally conceive and understand the facts of life, you will fear death and you won't live life. Why? Because you're living in fear. Fear, the acronym is false evidence appearing real. If it's false, like artificial, it's not real. False is not real. Artificial is not real. Living in fear, again, false evidence appearing real, of what's going to happen is insanity. That's wrong thinking. I was born. That means this body will die. My spirit lives on. And if I enlighten it, and which I have done, I'm comfortable with that. I know it's going home. No more do-overs for me. No more mulligans, okay? If you don't get it right, you're going to have to do it again. All from the beginning. No memory, no recall, no. All over again. And the spirit knows that. It gets annoyed. Why? Because it wants somebody to figure that part out while they're in the body so they can take it back home. That's just my concept. Remember, right? Thinking philosophy, not mine. It ain't written nowhere else, but it's a concept. Here you go. The next one is, where there's birth, there will be death. That's nature. Cycle of life. Just like the cycle of nature. It's going to, trees are going to give up their leaves when they fall right now. Everybody's full bloom. It's summertime. Remember the resurrection, the rebirth of springtime, because we dormant over the winter. So understand this, the facts of life, and death is part of that. Please understand that. The fact of life is death is to the body will happen eventually. The body ain't built to last but so long. And if you get disease, if somebody shoots you, kill you, stab you, poison you, whatever happens, the body is perishable. What's in the body is not. That's the spirit. That's the fact of life. Spiritual knowledge tells you that. AKA, right thinking philosophy prepares you for what? Death. Knowing thyself is knowing that the body is going to stay here on earth. The spirit goes back to the maker. If the body dies and the spirit haven't been enlightened, it's going to another body. Hence, resurrection. Again, another lesson. Here we go. Let's go. Now, the ancients, they knew about the spirit in us lasts forever. And why is it that we play this mind game with ourselves? believing what somebody else is saying and not understanding a simple fact. There's a creator. He put you here. He gave you free will. You exercise that right by doing the right thing, and you'll be blessed. He gave us spirit. That's the life that's in us. Everything else is going to be on you. You serve him, he'll serve you. You part-time serve him, he part-time serve you. You don't serve him, he won't serve you. It's a fact of life. We are born in the body to wake up consciously. Become God conscious, aka to know thyself. Discover yourself, self-discover. Whatever you want about yourself, you need to know thyself. Again, however you want to phrase it, no problem with me. Okay? Where we at now? Yeah, okay. Life lived right, aka Maya, and that's what you're gonna be judged by, has an eternal reward. We Christians call it heaven. If you live the Ten Commandments and do the right thing, you get to go into heaven. The ancients put it a little different. You earn your way into the afterlife by living Maya. There's rules. They had something laid out for you. Okay, so there ain't nothing new. Here you go. Death can be celebrated also. Here we go. That's the best part about the New Orleans concept about death. They knew that once this physical body is done, the spirit is gone. They don't care if it's going to heaven. They don't care if it's going to get incarnated. They just know that the spirit is free. Where it goes, they don't really concern themselves with that. That's up to every individual concept and everybody who feels different. But they got it right. Watch this. We mourn the loss of the physical body, life, the body, but we should understand that the spirit is in the body. We should celebrate that, not the death of the body. When the spirit, aka leaves the body, it's time to celebrate. It's gone, it's free, it's not imprisoned in the body. Only way it can leave when the body ceases to exist, and it can set itself free. But you can mentally comprehend the concept and do the right thing physically while you're here to set the stage for that when it happens. As a spiritually enlightened brother, I celebrate death. Why? Because I have clear understanding of death and life. They are synonymous. They go together. We celebrate birth, celebrate death. Come on now. That's what they like about New Orleans. They get the concept. They got it right. We think newborn life is the reason to celebrate. Yeah, but guess what? Death in this life is newborn in the next life. Hello, celebration. That's what we're going to do for you, Val. Why? Because that's the way I'm trying to present it to hope they understand it so we can put you where you need to be as our first ancestor at the house. Another lesson. That's the concept. It's for you. Where I'm at now. Here you go. Last one. Stop missing the body and unite in spirit. That's life. That's what you have to understand. It's a spiritual thing. If we tied together, united in spirit, that means we have God in the mix. When we start boo-hooing and crying like we did something, that's the ego taking a while. Ego saying, feel bad. Okay, it's beating you down. Don't let it do that. Celebrate the life, the afterlife of the death that's here, this physical life, and you'll be just fine. And she'll be right there with you. I know she will. Last one. I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you got the message. Hope it's doing my girl justice. When you know yourself, aka God, death is just that other part of life. It is the other part to get you to the next level. Again, before I was enlightened, aka ignorant, and knowing myself, I was scared to die also. And I mourned death also. Again, when my father passed, I put money in dice and all that nonsense. Was sure I had to pay a lot of money for, but yeah, at that time I'm caught up in the moment. Again, emotions took over. And I'm so hard caught up, I'm just still laughing at myself for that nonsense. So yeah, I'm not exempt to the nonsense. Ignorance strikes us all. It's the idea of waking up. Going from ignorant to knowledge. That's the key, that's the wake up. Now, I'm much wiser. I know my spirit can't die and my body will cease to exist, and I don't have a problem with that. I'm good with that. With knowledge of self, you are spiritually smart No fear, no false evidence appearing real to get you all spooked up and scared. You fully aware and understand because you got conscious. That's what knowing thyself makes you. It takes away the fear of the end days when death is knocking at the door. Who is it? Death. Ah! Yeah, come on in, my man. Let's go. See, it's a whole different mindset when you're enlightened. That's what I'm saying to you. Now, whether it works or don't work, I'm taking my shot. We're going out like I think I should. That's all. And you'll find out when it's your turn. That's all. When the body has run its course, the spirit knows it, and guess what? It takes flight. I like doing that. Why? Because the body takes off. Your spirit leaves the body. The body stays the earth. The spirit goes home. That's the concept. Last one. Again, I appreciate you a little long, but I hope the message is clear. I have another ancestor who, in spirit, I will always call by name. When I do my morning rituals, when I do my morning prayer, I call. We have a thing we call oath to the ancestors, and everyone has their own ancestors that they call up. I do mine. Val, you're at the top of the list this week. I'll be talking to you for the rest of the days. You're in the pantheon of my ancestors. I have nothing but respect and love for you, and I miss you. But I have nothing but respect and understanding. You're in a better place. I'll see you when I get there. We can go see Joe Clinton concert. I know he up there too. I have a good time. I appreciate it. Enjoy.